Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Friday, May 8th. Yesterday could have been a lot better. It looked good for some good hits on baseball, but unfortunately it didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to be. But today looks pretty good. Weather-wise, doesn't look too bad. Let's start off by taking a look at our park factors today. All evening games. We had no day games today. The only weather that we have possible of delay or postponement is in Cleveland today. I haven't quite taken a look at the percentage of rain or anything, but I'll let y'all know soon in the Discord again. Already chatting up this morning here in Trucks Discord, putting out some picks, giving ideas on who we think should go today. But like I said yesterday, thought it was going to be a good day, but unfortunately it wasn't. We still got some 50-degree weather out there today, like Boston, Fenway Park. Junior hit yesterday, Caminaro. Got some 60-degree weather. Oriole Park's one of the best ballparks I like choosing for home runs. Progressive Field. Always good weather here at Dodger Stadium. This will be a good game to target right here. A lot of indoor games today. Chase Field. I know a lot of people are on Juan Soto. I think last time I checked on FanDuel, he's like at plus 290 odds. Good game here at Globe Life at Texas. But the weather's starting to warm up a little bit. Good slate today. But we move on from yesterday. We don't talk about yesterday anymore. All right. So the first game on the slate is Astros and Reds. Burrows has given up quite a bit of home runs on the season already. I mean, this will be a good game to target right here at Great American Ballpark, one of the best hitter-friendly ballparks there is. Let's take a look how many home runs Burrows has given up. Let's see if I'm correct here on the season. So he's given up 8 home runs, about over 37 innings here, so about 2 home runs a game. So this will be a good game to target. And then let's take a look at this. Might be a bullpen game for Cincinnati. Maybe not. Okay, yeah. I think this is the first game that he's pitching this season, actually, for Nick Lodelo. So, yeah, this will be a good game to target right here. JJ, Ellie, Sal Stewart, Nathaniel Lowe. I mean, Steer's always a good option here. But JJ, Lowe, Stewart, Ellie. Christian Walker's been the biggest hitter. I mean, Jordan, he hasn't been hitting like he was at the beginning of the season, but yeah, this is a good game to target right here. Next game. Let's see, looks like. Let's take a look. We have Rockies and Phillies. Dollander against Luzardo. So Schwarber is always a good option today. I think he's my favorite from this game, to be honest, is Schwarber. I think that's all who I like today for that game. Next game, we'll move on. Hope everyone actually enjoyed my video from yesterday. Give me some likes. Again, this is my first time doing these YouTube videos. So, yeah, give me some likes. And then we'll go to Camden Yards. This will be a good game to target. Shea came back from paternity leave yesterday and knocked one out. And then Rooker went. The Ace had a good day yesterday going yard. So I think Shea went. Like him again today. Alonzo. I like Rooker. Gunner, I'm kind of laying off of right now. Tyler didn't go yesterday. I like Adley Rutschman as a long shot. Let's see if he's projected here to start. Okay. Projected in the 3-hole. I think that's all who I would take from that game. Let's see what they're saying in the Discord here. Yeah, FanDuel was having some issues yesterday. People were trying to put in some live bets. So let's move on to the next game here. Angels and Blue Rays. You got Detmers against Cease. Cease has been pretty good on the season. He's only gave up 1 home run. And then you got Detmers here for the Angels. Let's see the projected starting lineup for this game. So I like Nito. If he leads off today, I definitely like Nito. I'm going too far. So it's Nito's out. Yeah, I like Nito. And then Kazuma Okamoto. I definitely like him. I might run Okamoto and then Murakami today for the White Sox. I do like Leanin Sosa as a long shot, but again, it's a long shot. So, and who's okay against Detmers? And then we'll look at batter versus pitcher here. I think Leanin Sosa does have one against him. Yeah. So he's 2 for 6 against Detmers. I think that's all who I would take from this game. Okamoto, Sosa, and Nito. And then maybe Trout if you're feeling them. And then I'll put up a couple parlays that I like. All right. And then that's indoors, right? Yeah, that's indoors here at Rogers Center in Toronto. All right. We'll move on to the next game. Nationals in Miami. I'll be honest, not much I like from this game. Nationals. So we got Griffin against Snelling. Yeah, I'll probably just lay off from this game. I don't like it. Yeah. All right. And then Twins, Guardians. I do like Buxton in this game here. Did I miss a game? Yeah, so Buxton leads off today. It gets Connor Prelip against Parker Messick. So, yeah, I definitely like Buxton and lead off today against a lefty. And he's got 10 home runs against righties and 1 against lefties. But, Buxton's been hot with 11 home runs on the season so far. So, from this game, yeah, I'd take Buxton. Yeah, that's all I like here. I did. I think I did miss a game here. Yeah, Boston. I missed Boston and Tampa Bay. So we'll go back up to this game. So Caminaro went yesterday, I think, in like the 8th inning. I like him again today. Good matchup against Connolly early. And then we'll take a look. So he's given up 5 home runs so far in the season. And then, 8 home runs against righties. And then 2 against lefties. So I like Caminaro for this game. And then how's the weather looking here? Let's see. For Boston, 55 degrees, 50 degrees by game time in. But the wind is blowing out, so Caminaro hit one to center field, so it's very possible he goes again today. I do like him. And then I know I showed you guys some like matchup machines, so we'll take a look. Tampa Bay, Junior. So good matchup today. For Caminaro. And then next game, I'll cover some NHL quickly after I'm done here with baseball. Detroit at Kansas City. So we got Montero against Chris Bubick. So Tigers they just got swept by the Red Sox. So until they start hitting home runs again, Riley Green's been cold. Torque's been the hotter bat. And then it doesn't look Kerry Carpenter starting this game. But I like Vinny. Yeah, Vinny's my favorite from this game. Yeah, plus 40 odds. And that's probably all who I would take. Keep in mind the weather's still iffy here. I think a lot of us went heavy yesterday, but just remind yourself that, the weather isn't at its peak yet. Probably not till the end of May. Usually Memorial Day is when that weather in the Midwest and northern states starts turning around, is Memorial Day. And then park factors, I was going to look at Kansas City. So it's blowing left to right. And then, so good weather here. I got a parlay with Pasquantino, so I'll show y'all that parlay. We'll move on to the next game. Yankees and Milwaukee. So Judge obviously is matchup proof. I like Judge. I went too far. Yeah, I like Judge, but I don't think I'm taking him today. He's not at the top of my list, but if you want to take him, take him. And then, so take a look how many home runs. So he's given up. Milwaukee's pitcher's given up 4 home runs on the season. Splits. Are those all two? Yeah, 2 to lefties, 2 to righties. So he's never faced Judge yet. Go back to scores. Next game on the slate, Mariners and White Sox. So Hancock's a good pitcher. I do like Murakami. He made my top 10. Take a look. How many home runs? Oh, he's given up 7 home runs so far on the season. So that kind of moves up Murakami on my list here. And like I said early in the video, I like Murakami and Okamoto. So, and then it splits 4 to lefties, 3 to righties. Yeah, so projected starting lineup. And then Colson Montgomery. You could take him also. And then personally, I'm not taking any Mariners this game. So Murakami and then Colson Montgomery I like from this game. And then so this next game here, Chicago and Texas. This should be a good game to target. I like Seager a lot today. I know he didn't go yesterday, but he did go the day before. Let's see. And then I probably won't be able to get out a video over the next 3 days over the weekend. I work the next 3 days, so I won't be able to get a video out over the weekend. Let's take a look at Ben Brown. So he's only gave up 1 home run on the season, but that don't change my mind on Seager. And then I also like Ian Happ today as well. Ian Happ will be facing Kumar Rocker, who's given up 3 home runs so far on the season. So from this game, I like Seager and Happ. Maybe even Pete Crow. Okay. But yeah, that's all who I like from that game. We'll move on to, I know a lot of people are on Soto today. I definitely like him. I like Soto today. And then we'll go back to the daily starting lineups. Yeah, Ryan Nelson. Let's take a look at his stats. Ryan Nelson. And this is an indoor stadium as well. Yeah, he's gave up 7 home runs on the season. He has not been very good. I'm going to take a look at the splits here. I think Soto's got 2 home runs actually off him already too. Yeah, 4 and 3. Yeah. So he's three hits for 12 at bats. So definitely like Soto today. Yeah, he's part of my favorite parlay here. I don't know what happened. Let me see. So Vinny, Soto. And then, do I like anybody else from this game? Yeah, I just like Soto from this game. And then, St. Louis against San Diego. I don't like this game, so I'm not going to cover it. And then the nightcap games. This should be a good game right here. Chris Sale against Emmett Sheehan. Yeah, see, FanDuel's still messing up here. Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin. I like more Braves this game than I do Dodgers actually. So I definitely like Olsen and Drake Baldwin. Otani, I'm not taking personally until he gets going again. But Chris Sale's is a pretty good pitcher, so let's take a look. He's 6-1. I mean, he's given up 5 home runs, but I mean, 49 strikeouts. I mean, you could take Muncy if you want. I mean, Muncy hasn't hit. How long has it been since he's hit? Last home run that he's hit, actually. So we're going back to April 25th. Is the last time he's hit a dinger. So Olsen and Drake Baldwin is who I would take from that game. And like I said, that's good weather there at Dodger Stadium. And then the last game, we got Pittsburgh against San Francisco. I only like, is Casey Schmidt in the lineup possibly? Yeah. Schmidt, the Giants home run leader. But this isn't my favorite stadium to pick home runs from. Let's see. Yeah, wind's blowing out, 57 degrees. So if you want to take Schmidt, he's the only one I like here. But, all right, I'll build a parlay. So Pasquantino, Soto, I like. And then, let's see, where's Seager? And then Seager. So I like this. Or you can just run a 2-man. My more confident pick, Soto and Pasquantino. I also like something like this. Let's see. So Bleday. I like JJ Bleday today. And then Shea. And then Matt Olson. So I like that combo. And then, obviously, I said Murakami, Okamoto. And then you could also run Ellie. He hasn't had a home run in the past 5 games. But like I said, this would be a good game to target here. And then Murakami. Soto. I also like something like that. And then maybe if you want to run like Sal Stewart, Rooker. I also like Sal from that game, like I mentioned. You could run Sal Stewart, Rooker, and then Baldwin. But taking your singles is very important also. I mean, if you got the bankroll for it, make sure you take your singles as well. But again, it's the beginning of the season, so just bet lightly until Dinger season gets going again. But that's all I got for MLB. We'll cover hockey real quick. We got the Habs against the Sabres. Sabres took the first game over the Habs. So Tage hasn't scored. Wow, his odds are plus 150. He hasn't scored the past 5 games, but he's bound and determined to possibly score tonight. And then I do like, where's Dallin at? The Demon Dallin. So, I mean, I like Dallin as a long shot today. And then I also like Josh Doan. And then for the Habs, Caulfield, Suzuki. Suzuki scored last game. I think that's it from this game here. So my most confident pick from this game, I would probably go Suzuki or Doan. Maybe like a same game parlay here. Suzuki and Doan. I like those two. And then this series is tied 1-1 right now. It's in Anaheim. So I like Doyle today. He's due. He's got 4 goals in the past 5, but he hasn't scored in a few games. I like Doyle today. And then, let's see. Howden, I like again. And then, yeah, I think these are just my 2 favorites for Vegas. And then for the Ducks, I like Graylund. Where's Graylund at? Am I missing him somewhere? Oh, there he is. So I like Graylund today. D-Man Lacombe. If I can find him. Jackson Lacombe. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and I also like Marner also for Vegas. Mitch Marner. But if I had to take anyone, the Ducks are, I don't know. The Ducks are harder to pick, I feel like, but I like Doro and Howden the most here. These 2 guys. And then if you want to take a Duck, probably Graylund. So, but that's all I got today. I'll be in the Discord here, chatting away with you guys. I got a busy day outside. I got to finish digging a trench. So that'll be a lot of fun. Got some yard work to do. And then get on with my day of being busy before I start my 3-day work weekend. But y'all take it easy. And thanks for watching. I'll chat with y'all later. All right, let's get some wins.